Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In the year 2021, we finally actually made it into the year of 2021. But this isn't a video to really talk about New Year's. This is a great start to 2021. So today we're actually going to be talking about the YouTuber MiniLadd, which is an extremely popular YouTuber. He has over 5 million subscribers at this point, and he was actually canceled during the summertime of 2020. I didn't really know much about it. I heard about it a little bit, but I didn't really go into it to really dive in and see what actually happened. I only knew very, very small bits of it about, he was doing some shady stuff with minors. Probably going to be talking about that a lot anyways. Until we got his apology on his channel, which is absolutely horrible of an apology. We all know what YouTubers' apologies are. We know how bad they can get. We've seen quite a bit already. MiniLadd was actually canceled a few months back for soliciting inappropriate photos, pictures, messages to minors. Well, if you weren't aware of the situation, how I was really, well, I'm gonna give you a quick kind of breakdown of the information that I have. And before we actually get into the joke of his apology, so a few months ago during the summertime, MiniLadd was actually called up by two girls named Ash and Haley. Both of them made twitlongers with photos accusing MiniLadd of sending, asking, and even receiving very inappropriate photos when they were minors. Let's just be clear, this all happened in the United States. We all know how those laws work in the United States. If you live in the United States, you guys know what I'm talking about. But Ash tweeted out this back in the summer. My experience with MiniLadd, I was 17. Photos and replies. Things took a sharp turn when we were chatting on Snapchat one day and the subject of virginity came up. He asked if I was a virgin and I said yes. Then he asked if he could take my virginity and I told him yes. Things escalated from there, and it's hard to recall specifically from so long ago, especially from Snapchat where chat history gets deleted. I remember my family had a trip planned for California to visit family for my birthday, and he asked if I was able to come over to his house to have sex. I told him it would probably be a long shot because I was still 17 and my parents probably wouldn't let me go out alone. My stepdad ended up having minor health complications that made us have to cancel our trip. A blessing in disguise. Although I never went to physically meet him, things continued to be sexual. We called a few times on Discord and he asked me for nudes quite often. I told him that I wasn't comfortable saying things like that, but I was afraid for a while that he would lose interest. I couldn't say exactly how many photos/videos were exchanged, but it was quite a few. That same day, in the summertime of 2020, we got a tweet from Hallie, the other girl that was brought up about MiniLadd, and she tweeted out this. I was manipulated by MiniLadd. I was 16/17. He was 20 plus. Photos and replies. So this is saying that MiniLadd is actually 20 plus years old, which pretty much the same time or a year after. So he was actually still 20 plus, or when he was talking to Ash, he was 19, 20, that's still an adult. You're still an adult talking to minors. That doesn't change anything, even though oh, it's just a few years back. No, you were still an adult and you were still talking to minors. Reason being was I had a crush on him. He knew that. I had to sometimes sit and listen to him talk about how he got an erection over his ex or whatever. Despise him knowing how I felt about him, but then I don't remember why we were joking around to where I said something about his dick being small. I guess he took that personal, as you see in the replies of our conversation that he started on Twitter, that he moved to Discord so he could delete photos he sent me. He sent me photos of him in his underwear and showed off his bulge of his penis, which I did not ask for at all. The reason I was acting cool with it was because I had a fucking crush on him. So whatever, right? Remember, I was a minor. I was 16. He knew that I liked him. Sent me those photos to someone that he knew liked him for a boost of ego. The worst part is that I'm not the only person he has done this with. with someone else who will come out that I will retweet. She experienced much more weird shit to say to a fucking minor. That will be Ash, place to say. I think a year after the situation happened of him sending me photos, I confronted him about it and he apologized. All right, so let's have a look at those screenshots. So this one is actually from Snapchat. My bae. You're my bae. Hi, bae. Hi, bae. There's no bae Snapchat sticker. I'm sad. Love you, bae. Love you too, bae. Why is Snapchat so broken? I'm hard, bae. Oh my god, dude. Oh, all right, so let's move on. You said when you drunk, you send me a little something. Do it. I believe in you. For me, it's been weeks. I sad. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. I'm horny, but I didn't need to tell you that. You know me by this stage. I want to say how big he is. I have a kink for people saying how big my dick is. Like, if you weren't to compliment how big my dick is, I would get so hard so fast. Well, I can't even read that, man. Like, you are just a fucking creep. Do it. Holy fuck, you're stunning. No. My god. Fucking hell. And now it's gone forever. I mean, you could tell just from some, and I even say some of these screenshots, because there's actually a lot more screenshots than I actually showed you, that he's just a massive creep. I really just, some of them I just really just couldn't fucking read. Like, they were just absolutely just disgusting. Absolutely just disgusting just to read. And just for the people that are still watching this video, you know, doubting that he hasn't done anything wrong, well, he even admits it. I knew she was 17, but I was suicidal and said to myself, I'm going to kill myself. I thought it will go down swinging. Yeah, going down swinging by soliciting pictures from minors. You are a sick man. You know, you really are. If you think saying that kind of stuff to a minor just to get pictures from them, you're sick. Now, I want to show you that, I want you guys to keep that back in your mind. You know, keep those images back in your mind, you know, remember them when I call it to you, because it might bring up some similarities to, you know, how this man has been such manipulative, kind of like human garbage. But now that you have heard the allegations from these girls, he even admit that they were true. Pretty much has admitted all of it, which is actually why he actually came out with this apology video, because he thinks that everything is going to go fine when he says he's sorry. So let's actually move on to the apology video, which was uploaded on the 28th of December. But before we even have a look or even slight peek of the video, this just pisses me off. This literally pisses me off so much right now. At the time of this recording, there is over 50,000 likes on his apology. I don't understand. There are actual people. There are actual fucking people out there that are going out of their way and supporting this man. YouTube even put him on the damn trending page. The trending page. Out of all things for YouTube to do, put this man on the trending page because of his apology video. You know, at the time, you know, I got a screenshot of this, of him being on the trending page on like 27th on the trending. But there are actual photos. I'm pretty sure you can try and go and find some photos or some videos showing that he's actually been up higher. I didn't get a screenshot of it, but I've actually seen this video up to like top 10 or top 5 on the trending page, which is absolutely absurd to see how YouTube is supporting this man in what he actually did. I really have to believe that YouTube is actually picking content creators to go on the trending page, because every time you go on the trending page, it's like some content creators that you just have no idea who they are, or they're very popular in the YouTube scene for, you know, being YouTube's little favorites. But I will show you how terrible his apology is, because one of YouTube's biggest content creators who uses his high popularity platform to solicit images from minors. So let's actually get a move on and look at his terrible apology.
Hey guys, this video has been a long time coming, and this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but 2020 has been an awful year for everybody, and I want to go into next year knowing that I have said my piece. I've told you guys exactly what's going on. As my fans, you guys deserve to know what's going on. And I hope this video helps you understand everything better. And I want to apologize for the things that...
Yeah, I'm really sure you have told your fans exactly what's actually happening. He completely cherry-picked some of the situations where most of his, like, new or even old viewers that are still his fans that are coming to this video to see what's going on just doesn't understand how terrible this human is. It's terrible what he actually did to these girls. And you might be asking, what do you mean he didn't tell his fans? I'm pretty sure he's transparent about everything. He has to be transparent. Well, no, he actually didn't tell anything or say anything to his fans or his audience at all. Because you could just look through the damn comments. You can already just see that there's a whole bunch of people asking, what did he actually do? What did he actually do? I haven't even watched him. I don't know what he actually did. I support him still, but I didn't know what he actually did. Yeah, MiniLadd, you really told your fans what actually, you know, happened. The comments already prove it.
I don't want this video to be excused as an excuse or victimizing myself or anything like that. I just want to give you guys my thoughts.
Well, surprise, surprise. He plays the victim card and pretty much keeps making excuses over and over again.
The reason I did what I did, and there was even a message where I said this, is because what I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of 2017.
Okay, so let's actually wait a minute. Let's actually go back to the beginning of the video.
No more PR teams, no more anything like that. This is just Craig. This isn't MiniLadd. This is Craig talking, and I want to be as transparent as possible. But I wanted to explain through exactly what happened, the reason why I did it, and go.
Okay, did what? Come on, like, explain what you actually did. Like, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
First person that I wanted to talk about was Hallie. A lot of people think that these people were random fans that I got in contact with, but both Hallie and Ash, these are people who are my friends. Hallie I've known for a long time, since maybe 2013, 2014.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you're telling me that the girl Hallie, who you sent inappropriate pictures to, you've been knowing since 2013 to 2014. Okay, if this was actually around 2013, 2014, and as of now at this recording, you are 25 years old, so that would make you 18 in 2013 and 19 in 2014. But in Haley's screenshots, she proved that this was actually taking place when she was 16 to 17. The year of these photos for these messages were actually taking place in 2017. So you're saying that you've known this girl since she was actually 13 years old when you were 18 to 19 years old. What in the hell do you think you're doing with a 13-year-old in your DMs? Like, doesn't that just seem a little odd to you at all? But it actually keeps getting worse because a few years pass, you go and start sending messages to the same girl with inappropriate pictures.
And she was someone that I could go to with my problems. We became close because we both had our...
You know, it still kind of confuses me on why you went to a minor about your problems when you are an adult. You're an adult. You can solve your own problems.
The first thing that I wanted to say was I added Hallie on Snapchat when she was 16. This isn't when I was making any remarks towards her. This is just where I talked to all of my friends. I was that guy that had streaks. And I wanted to make sure that our streaks were good because back in 2015, that's kind of what people did.
So you're telling me is that you added an underage girl on Snapchat when you were an adult, and because Snapchat streaks were important? I really feel like that is one of the worst excuses to ever come up I've ever heard, really, on why you would add a underage girl to your Snapchat.
It wasn't until 2016 when she was 17 that I first started to flirt with her. I was 21.
Wow, MiniLadd. You know, what a fantastic screenshot that you actually just posted on your video. It really just shows the conversation of you flirting with her. It really, really does. You're trying to be as transparent as possible.
So this is all my cards on the table. This is me being as transparent as I can.
So the conversation that he actually put up on, you know, on the screen of his video is supposed to be proof of him trying to, or him flirting with her, saying, yeah, because that would be a big problem. Fuck, I did the pun thing too. Look what you've done. Lol, and agree. You got me. This screenshot that he posted just makes him look like he absolutely did nothing wrong, which is false, of course, because there is even more and more screenshots that these girls provided that literally just made him just way worse than what he actually showed. True story, out of the people I've had sex with, I've been the biggest they've had. Yay, the more TMI. Certain positions I don't fit in.
At the time, and that's not okay. Like, and I'm aware of that.
Oh, what do you mean that's not okay? You still haven't even told your audience what you actually did. You haven't showed proof at all. You've been just taking terrible screenshots that don't show what you actually said to these girls. You cropped out images. You don't explain what actually happened and what you actually said in these DMs. It's so clear to me and many others who actually like seen your video, MiniLadd, that you are actually covering up so many things and not even showing anything to your YouTube audience. Why don't you just be upfront? Show what actually happened.
If this is my way of putting all my cards on the table and telling you guys what happened, I feel like I need to say it. The reason I did what I did, and there was even a message where I said this, is because what I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of...
And yep, we bring up the mental health excuse. Oh my god, you have no idea how many times that I see that kind of excuse in YouTuber apologies. And plus, I'm sure for the people who are watching, you guys are not idiots at all. I know this for a fact. But you can clearly see what he's actually doing right now. When he is using the mental health card as an excuse to relieve the blame of the actions that he's actually done.
The reality is I was being selfish. I wasn't thinking about repercussions. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just being stupid. And I really want to apologize for that. I just wasn't thinking.
Oh, boo-hoo you. You really weren't thinking. You really weren't thinking, were you? Honestly, that tone that he did is just like...
I just wasn't thinking.
You're just making people feel bad for you. Oh, boo-hoo. I wasn't thinking, and I'm the victim here. Boo-hoo, feel bad for me. Now let's actually move on to Ash and MiniLadd, and right off the bat, I need to actually say this. The screenshot that he throws up, which is again not showing anything to what actually happened, this is a cropped image. Like I said in the beginning of the video, remember when I told you guys, put those images in the back of your head because you might see it again? Well, here's this.
Ash, to me, I knew a lot shorter. I may only have known her a few months. She was a part of a group of friends who my Twitch mods were friends with, and that's how we became friends.
Okay, so the screenshot he actually showed, Snapchat kind of chat that we saw in the beginning of the video. You're like, wait a minute, isn't there some things that are actually missing from this? Well, yes. MiniLadd is actually covering up more conversation because this screenshot was actually cropped and it doesn't show the whole conversation on what he actually did. And like I said before, this is the screenshot that I said in the beginning of the video. You can't just do this. You can't just leave out information like that. You're just like, oh, well, I'll just cover up the other half and just show this. We're just being flirty, It's not okay for me to do that. This video cannot actually be an apology. This is a huge excuse of an apology. This is absolutely terrible. Where this guy has 50,000 likes on his apology. Absolutely absurd. We've already seen it multiple times in this video where he doesn't even show anything that he's actually apologizing to. Or even just trying to explain what he actually did. Like, this is a complete joke. It is such a complete joke of an apology where he goes out of his way to shift the blame to, not me. I wasn't thinking, guys. I was doing something really bad and I didn't want this thing to go out into the public. Oh, guys, please forgive me. But we all know what you're trying to do, MiniLadd. Like, We've seen these before in other YouTuber apologies where they go for the mental health card and, you know, people actually start feeling bad for them for what they actually did, which is way worse than they explain it to be. Now let's have a look at those times where he actually talks about, you know, mental health when he uses the mental health card. I knew we're pissed off. It's understandable. I'm scared of the truth of the whole thing. I was suicidal and stupid, okay? I didn't want to be reminded. I'm sorry I failed you. Of course I do. Haley, I'm panicking. I just hope you can forgive me. I had pills out on the table that night. It was one of my darkest moments. All of this still being a thing is killing me inside, and I'm afraid of spiraling into darkness again. Right. That's what I thought too. You're amazing, Haley. It will forever haunt me, but I'm still trying to learn to live with it. If it goes out, I'm scared from how my body will react, because living is good right now. Like, these next screenshots is him, you know, trying to manipulate any of them of just not speaking out about this. People who are suicidal and who cling onto my videos, I'm scared for them. She'll kill hundreds of people. I'm scared that I might be one of those people too. They'll get negative attention and death threats, and everyone will hate them. We need to try and get that through them, that they're going to ruin millions of people's lives and potentially kill people. Dude, what are you actually talking about? This man, for being called out for soliciting minors, could somehow end up with his fans, like, dying? I don't understand that. What are you actually talking about? How does this even make sense at all? You are manipulating your fans 100%, and this screenshot pretty much proves it. Like, this terrible human really has no shame of, like, just making an excuse out of nowhere and trying to get away with anything that he's actually being accused of. You are trying to get rid of any trouble that's on your back by manipulating and bringing up excuses just so you don't get in trouble.
If I sent to her, it's just not okay either. And that's not what I want. You know, she was someone that I really did call my friend, and it sucks that I let her down like that.
You let her down like that? Are you crazy, man? Like, you still have not told your audience what you actually did. How can you say that you let her down like that?
I also wanted to point out a message that I sent to Laura, who is a part of my Discord mods. She's someone who I met a few years back, maybe 2016, and she was someone who I considered a friend as well. Whenever we went to Insomnia, we used to hang out and meet up at the booth that Terrorizer and I had, and I sent this message. Whenever I saw them coming out with my message, I sent them this. This isn't me.
Oh, this isn't you, huh? The person that uses any kinds of excuses to get themselves out of trouble. No. This isn't me, guys. That's not me. I would never do that. You thought that you were going to actually get away with this, even though with your god-awful apology, if you can actually even call it an apology at this point, how fucking bad it is. It's just a way to redeem himself and for his channel and for the public. Well, you know, when this drama actually started, you know, getting into the eyes of the public, and, you know, people actually started seeing like how terrible this person actually is. Well, he had some Discord messages that I actually will show you. Once people realize that the majority don't care / don't know, and brands keep working with me, it'll die fast. Yeah, that's understandable. I have so many banned words on my channel that people really have to try and say something stupid to get through. Whenever I come back and things return to normality, it'll be pushed down even further. I'll be back to making videos within the week. You know, this is the exact damn reason why we don't need him to actually return to the platform. Like, you are trying to get away from this. You are trying to get out of trouble. With this community, this YouTube community, you're not going to get out of trouble, dude. We're still going to call you out. There is no excuse here. Like, this dude is a huge scumbag who literally generally just cares about his YouTube career and his money and just getting more money and just having this YouTube career as his job. But there's actually one part in his apology that I actually think maybe, just maybe, he's being honest with his audience.
Something that I completely regret. I panicked. I was scared. I didn't know what to do, and I love my job so much that I didn't want it to go away.
So the only honesty that I felt in his apology is that he didn't want his job to go away. He didn't want his YouTube career to go away. You know, in the screenshot that we had before, that he's going to be somehow returning to the platform and making videos within the week, really is not going to be blown away. We are not going to actually just somehow just blow this away and be like, this never happened. It's not going to go back to normal. We all know that your channel is not going to go back to normal. He does not care about these girls. He doesn't care what he actually said to these girls. And his YouTube career will fall. So guys, in conclusion, I'm not letting this thing pass. I'm not letting him get away with this at all. The whole YouTube community will be defending the platform. We don't want these kind of people on this platform making videos for children. He's literally making videos for children, and for him to come out with this apology video, if you can even call it that, is a complete disgrace and just a huge joke of a video. You're not being transparent with your fans. You're not trying to be transparent with your audience and explain what actually happened. Anyways, I think I'm going to be ending the video here. Please do share this video, because we don't want him to come back. What he did, and with the amount of exposed videos that are already out at this point in time, he's finished. He's actually finished. So if you guys actually liked the video, give it a like. Since, you know, his apology got over 50,000, let's see if we can get, you know, get these likes a little bit higher. You know, just get them a little higher. And if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel for more content like this, like anything like this. It will help out the channel quite a bit. And actually comment what you guys think about this situation, because this is probably not going to go away for a while. Because if he's coming back to the platform, people are going to be very mad. All social media links are down in the description below. And I hope all of you guys have a fantastic day. And I'll see you guys around.